Hi guys, I would like to welcome you in our first video in English. So we are reviewing the new 70 to 200 mm lens f2.8. So be gentle with my English because I'm not a native speaker. So we have an opportunity to test this whole new lens. I have also the previous version, the Mark II, and I would like to show you the comparison of these two lenses. When we look at both of these lenses, you can see there's not much difference in the design. The lens hood is absolutely the same. I'm really disappointed. They didn't use the doors that were used in 100 to 400 lens. With the doors it was easier to manipulate with the circular polarization filter, and I'm really disappointed that they don't use it in this lens. So when we compare it with the older version, you can see that nothing really changed. Only some few things like that this sign of image stabilization is gone. They put it here and so on. So from the outside, I think it's almost the same. Also, the buttons on the sides are exactly the same. What changed was they used some ACP, it's new coating for the lenses. So inside the lens structure there is some new coating that's supposed to reduce the flaring and ghosting and so on. And from my experience, I have these lenses, I have the new lenses for about 4 or 5 days, and I take it with me for some shootings, and in the end you will see that when you are shooting against the light, it gets a little sharper and a little more contrast when you compare it to the previous version. That's all that changed on this lens from outside. So let me show you some pictures I took with this lens. I take it to one trip and on a motorboat. So when you compare it, when you are shooting from the light behind you, there is not really much, there haven't been any change or something like that. When you compare it with the older version, I will show you. But firstly, I have some portraits with this lens. So you can see it's really sharp. I will have to wait. Okay. Now you can see that it's on 2.8, and you can see everything on the face. It's like really sharp. I can compare it with the older version. It's almost the same. But when you compare it from the other side, like you are shooting against the sun, you can see that there is no much ghosting. The ghosting around the image is like really low, and also the general contrast of the picture is a little bit nicer. So let me show you some more pictures like this from the air trick. My personal opinion, also the lens is a little bit fast. I shoot this picture with 5 DSLR, we have 50 megapixels, so we can crop it and anything else. But finally, when you compare just the output of the image, it's a little bit more contrasty and a little bit more sharp. But we are talking just when we are shooting against the sun. I have also some sample pictures from the tripod. So this one is at 100 millimeters. You can see the left one is the new lens and the right one is the older lens. When you compare it, let me show you the edge, and I will try to find exactly the same position. Okay, almost the same position. So you can see that the aberration is a little bit smaller, but nothing significantly changes. It's almost the same. The contrast is a little bit higher, but at the end you can edit it in the RAW or something like that. I have also a few pictures at the 200 millimeters. So you can see this time the new one is on the right. So in the general it's a little bit contrasty, more contrast, and but still I think I like more the older version of this. So if you are considering to buy the Mark III, I will recommend it to anybody who doesn't have F.8 2.8, the second version. If you are owner of the previous one, the 2.8 Mark I or 2.8 without stabilization, I will highly recommend you to buy the new one. But if you are owner of the 2.8 Mark II, I don't think so there's necessary to buy the new one. So I hope this review will help you, and please be gentle with my English because it's the first time I'm recording in English, so for the first time. So if you like more videos or reviews, you can find us on magazine.equity.sk, but mainly the videos are there in Slovak, but you can see a lot of sample images, a lot of reviews, and also a lot of articles and tutorials and so on. So I hope I can see you in the next video.